What's up? It's your boy Z the P, and you're back with another episode of Three Ps in a Pod. And tonight we finna get into it because it started off with me watching the Nuggets and Wolves game, and it was just wild. My boy Ant-Man went down with a seriously nasty injury. Right after Dante DiVincenzo went down with an injury, and we later would learn that he tore his Achilles. And prayers go out to Anthony Edwards and Dante DiVincenzo. No one wants anybody to get hurt during the playoffs, let alone two starters in the same game for the same fucking team. This is just hurts. This hurts as an NBA fan, as a fan in general of any sports. No one wants to see this at the most impactful moment of the season when everything is on the line. You want everybody to be out there. You want the highest caliber of competition being played every single night. And this just throws a rock at a fucking glass. And this is just not, man, it just really hurts. Ladies and gentlemen, and the NBA did not disappoint when it came to tonight's games. We had injuries, we had upsets, superstar performances, we had it all. Keeping up with everything, like the Knicks punched the fucking Atlanta Hawks back in the mouth. They got their get back. Thunder rolling, and it's just been wild. We finna get into it. Like I said, um, his gruesome injury. Anthony Edwards went down with an injury late, and let me see. Yeah, Anthony Edwards went down with an injury in the game. It appeared that he hyperextended his knee of some sort. He went down injured in the second quarter. Needed to be helped to the locker room. Ruled out for the rest of the game. Played only 17 minutes. Had 5 points and 3 rebounds after dealing with the right knee issue from the previous game, and went down hard. The entire arena was in shock. They were in awe, and it went silent. This changes everything for Minnesota in so many ways, especially with Dante DiVincenzo being out. And it's kind of scary because for the past 2 years, every player who's worn the number 0 has torn their Achilles, starting with Jason Tatum, then Damian Lillard, then Tyrese Halliburton, and now Dante DiVincenzo. And there's just a stat out there right now. I just wanted to give it to you because it's crazy. Very ironic, don't you think? We're going to get into the video. This nasty injury by Ant-Man. Like I said, injured in the second quarter, contesting Cam Johnson's layup. Very nasty injury, as you can see. Went down on it hard. Hyperextended. That shit just looked gruesome. Ooh, snap and roll. Ooh, yeah, this bad. Wolves were really bullying the Denver Nuggets this whole game. They've been bullying them this whole series. Dante DiVincenzo went out in the game, hurt 71 seconds into the game, no contact, immediately ruled out. Early reporting possible Achilles, later confirmed by Sean Sharonia that it is an Achilles tear. Had been shooting 50% from the field from three this season. This series. This is a massive loss. Dante was one of Minnesota's best two-way guards out there playing in this series. Like I said, shooting 50% from the three-point. That is a huge loss. But somehow, some way, the Minnesota Timberwolves still pulled this fucking game off. And shout out to none other than Ayo DeSumo, who led the Minnesota Timberwolves in this charge, putting up 41 fucking points in this game. 41 points from Ayo DeSumo. 5 for 5 from the three-point, 11 from the free throw. And I believe he how many shots did he put up? Because I know I got it. It's supposed to be on this graphic, but he keep loading the wrong thing. But I know I got his points right here. It's later on in this thing. Ayo he was 13 for 17 from the field goal on 41 points. He had 4 assists, 1 rebound. He had 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block, plus 10, plus minus. And let's get into it because
the chant of Wolves in 5 is starting. They hold on. They'll be up 3 games to 1. The series going back to Denver.
He's letting the Nuggets
big free throws there from McDaniel.
Letting the Nuggets have it, letting them know that pretty much this series is over. It's being wrapped up. I mean, they do have potential. Don't get me wrong. This is a championship caliber team. They have won it before. But like I said in the last video, what has been stopping the Denver Nuggets from getting back to that, coveted Larry O'Brien trophy is the Minnesota Timberwolves. For the past 3 or 4 years, this is their their third time playing each other. And the previous two, they stopped the Nuggets from getting to, the land that they wanted to get into. And this was really crazy because they still won this game without Anthony Edwards, their best player on the court, and Dante DiVincenzo, who was out since the first quarter of this game. They had key role players who stepped up. Shout out to Io. Shout out to Jaden McDaniels. Shout out to I don't want to forget his name. Julius Randle, yeah, that is right. Like I said, clutch play after clutch play by Io, really on both ends, on the defensive end as well. Rudy Gobert had 15 rebounds. Bones Highland had 7 assists. Jamal Murray on the other end in the loss had 30 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Joker had 24 points, 15 rebounds, 9 assists in the loss. And the key difference in this game is the field goal percentage, the smothering defense that Minnesota is putting on the Nuggets right now. The Nuggets are shot 37% from the field goal. You want to round up 38% from the field goal this game, and they were just smothered all night. It's been like that this whole series. They were out rebounded in this series. In this game, 50-38 in this game. I believe they're being out rebounded in this series as a total. Rudy Gobert is a big part of that. He's been doing his thing on both ends of the ball, and kudos to him, Mr. Defensive Player of the Year. And also in this game, Aaron Gordon left later, I believe, into the third quarter. Again, with the injury that he was facing previously before when he was ruled out of game 2. Getting into later news, more exciting because I know it's just sad because Ant-Man went down. But the OKC Thunder are just still putting boots ass. It's not a series at all. And the refs are a part of that. Don't get me wrong. We all see it. It's not hidden at all. Like it's glaringly obvious that the refs are doing a lot of questionable things in this series, but it doesn't stop the kind of ass whooping that's being put on the Suns right now. It's just crazy that the masterclass that SGA put on tonight, 42 points, 8 assists on 83 field goal percentage, 15 for 18 from the field goal. He had 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and controlled the game the entire night. SGA just did not hoop. He dominated every possession. Phoenix had no answer. This is the best version of Shai we've ever seen. And like I said, the refs had something to do with that. In this game, also, it was a questionable call, questionable play on Lu Dort. It has a lot of questionable plays. He's been labeled a 30 player multiple times, but in this position particularly, he tripped Devin Booker, and Devin Booker was seen hobbling to the bench with his ankle injury. But like I said, SGA just put on a fucking masterclass. Devin Booker did return to the game later on. Look at this, still just easy, smooth, dunk. Nothing you can do with it. Nothing they could do with it at all night. Not even Dylan Brooks, Mr. Villain. Just putting that work on him. And watch this, y'all. Y'all already know it's going to be swish. Per butter. Per butter. You hear what I'm saying? Like slice. Look at that. Then look at the background. Come on, man. Look at Chet's face. I ain't even show it. I got the clip, though. You watch it on Twitter. Look at this. Just pure bucket getting. Very dominant. Other notes, AJ Mitchell had 13 points on 20 shots. Rough night, but didn't matter. They still won. Thunder remaining undefeated in the first round during the SGA era. Suns are 1 loss away from Cancun. OKC is young, fearless, and playing like a team that knows they're far, 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 far ahead of everyone else in the league. It's just not even close. In later games tonight, this series wrapped up. But yeah, in another game tonight, we had Detroit Pistons versus the Orlando Magic. Now let's talk about how the Detroit Pistons just let this game slip away from them. Magic beat the Pistons 113 to 105. Orlando takes a 2-1 series lead. Cade Cunningham was the lone bright spot for this struggling Pistons team. 33 points, carried the offense, kept Detroit alive all night, put a motherfucking APB out for motherfucking that man Jalen Duren because he has been nowhere this entire series, and we're gonna get into that later. But the Pistons couldn't close. Orlando's defense tightened up, and Detroit's supporting cast disappeared when it mattered. Like I said, where was this man Jalen Duren? Only 8 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist. Cade Cunningham alone, 27 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists. I gotta edit my stats because that was wrong. But anyway, Paolo had 25 points tonight, 12 rebounds, 9 assists. He showed up to the party. Very, 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 very good for them. He was in question. It was an APB out for his ass too in the previous play-in games. Later, the regular season, and it was kind of questionable. Game 2 was it when they lost, but he came back and he showed up to the party. Desmond Bane showed up to the party. Wendell Carter showed up to the party. Wendell Carter had 17 rebounds, 14 points, 3 assists, and like I said, Desmond Bane was essential with his 3-point percentage, shooting the ball like that. The Orlando Magic shot, I believe, where is it? Oh my God, I believe the Orlando Magic shot like 39% from the 3 tonight, and that's a very high clip. But do you see that translating? And you see they only shot 40% from the game. So they're shooting about 39% from the 3 this game, and shot 40% from the whole game. They still won on the back of their defense on some clutch plays late, and we're going to get into that later because I had the highlights. But the Pistons shot 44% from the field goal, even on the back of Cade Cunningham, even with Wendell Carter basically shutting down Jalen Duren the past 3 games. Pistons are the number 1 seed, but it doesn't look like it. Magic have the momentum now. Detroit is officially in a dogfight, and it's going to be like this for the rest of the series. Look at Paolo, just dominant. Going in the paint, Franz Wagner had crucial threes late in the fourth quarter to get them the lead and keep the lead to seal this game. It was a 1-point Detroit lead before Franz took that 3. Then later on, 1 minute, 50 seconds left to go. 1-point Detroit lead. Franz gets the 3, knocks it down. This is not the matchup the Pistons wanted to struggle in at all. Because plays like this, Detroit can clamp down on, Orlando can clamp down on their defense, and it's going to be a dogfight. It's going to be a problem like this. Look at that steal from Wendell Carter going down to the other end. Like I said, clutch, shutting down Duren. Look at this defense by Wendell Carter. Is it personal? Is it over Angel Reese? That's what I think. Look at I said, amazing defense. Wendell Carter, amazing defense. This whole series in the post. Look at this. Duren cannot do anything. Shut down. Clamps. Straight jacket. Call Lakeside. They got one. He got him. Look at this. He can't get nothing. Smothered. It looked like Gobert over there with Joker. How they doing them over there? Incredible defense. Like I said, by Wendell Carter. Shout out to him. Jalen Duren has had a rough 3 games due to this man. He's had 8 points, 9 rebounds, 3 for 10 field goal percentage in this game. Last game, 11 points, 9 rebounds, 4 for 10. In the first game, 8 points, 7 rebounds, 3 for 4 from the field goal. First time this season, Duren has been held to under 15 points in 3 straight games. And as y'all seen from the highlights from their video, we know why. It ain't no question. And we know why. It ain't no question. And why he doing this? Is all I got to say. I ain't Turismo's got, you know what I'm saying? We just go keep going to the Knicks. New York Knicks versus the Hawks. Over in Atlanta, the Knicks showed up some pride, and the Knicks beat the Hawks 114-98. Series tied 2-2. Karl Anthony Towns first playoff triple double. Controlled the game on both ends. Very nice defensive performance from Cat tonight. Not gonna lie, OG Anunoby contributed. We had 22 points, elite two-way presence. New York needed this win. Most definitely. They needed it really badly. They were on the ropes after dropping two straight, but Cat came out like a man fucking possessed. Like I said, Karl Anthony Towns had a triple-double, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. Back to New York for the next game. Momentum swings in the Knicks' favor. Hawks role players cooled off in this game. Jonathan Kuminga had a bad game. This series is officially a coin flip. You don't know who's going to win, honestly. Them young boys in Atlanta just let one slip. CJ McCollum probably was just tired, but they have been fighting. But it is an even series. Like I said, anybody can win. It just matters who shows up that night. OG Anunoby had an incredible game tonight as well, along with Cat. Like I said in the beginning, those two showed out. While Jalen Brunson, I believe he's dealing with some sort of injury. It looked like he's been laboring around on the court a little bit. Vital reasons that the Knicks won this game is the field goal percentage. They held the Hawks to 41%, while they shot 49% from the field goal. They out rebounded the Hawks 43-38. Had more assists. The Hawks had 18 turnovers in this game, and that really slowed down their pace and their space. It's really crucial for them to take care of the ball, especially playing a team like this who made it to the conference finals last year. You don't want to be making those young boneheaded mistakes. You got to take care of the ball. You got to take care of every single possession, because you never know what possession is gonna win the game. That one turnover could be the difference between you winning the game in the last 2 seconds and not. And that's just how basketball is, because it's a game of runs and a game of possessions. Took it from my charger because my laptop. But anyway, I got enough juice. We're finna get into the next game. No, there is no next game. There was it for tonight. A quick rundown on the games that I wanted to give. Like I said, terrible news for Ant. Hopefully, he has potential to return in his playoffs. Hopefully, it's not too bad. Get well soon, Dante. It's sad to see, but in this series, like I said, they have took a commanding 3-1 lead. It'll be up to the Nuggets to go and try to make this a series once more. But then again, whether Ant-Man or Dante still plays or not, it's on the Wolves to close this out. You have a commanding lead. You still have Julius Randle. You still have Rudy Gobert, who's been playing incredible defense on Joker this whole series. You have Ayo DeSumo, who showed out at a coming out party tonight. This is the highest career point total. This is his career high right here. And in this game, and it's incredible to see, especially coming from Chicago mid-season in a trade. I hate to say it, but he was over there suffering in Chicago for a very long time. I'm a big fan of Ayo. He's been a baller, big a hooper on both sides of the ball. Has flashes, showed flashes many times in Chicago. I'm glad to see him in a place where his talent can be appreciated and showed, and he's flourishing. And they still have him over there. They still have, and that's where it gets slim, because Dante just went out too. So, go get back to you on that one. Next game, like I said, OKC wrapping it up with the Suns. It's going to be over with. I don't think I covered the Lakers game last night. I'm sorry. I did have a feel for it, but we got to get into it one day. Y'all seen what happened in the Lakers game. It was incredible to see Bronny, the first ever father-son assist in alley-oop in playoff history to Bronny. Bronny came out, outscored the Rockets bench by himself. That was incredible to see. Young getting playoff minutes, and it was really mattering. The Lakers let that game slip away from them, Honestly, I have to get y'all the film now because it's just not gonna be the same if I don't. But yeah, like I was saying, Bronny outscored the Rockets bench by himself. 5 points, 2 for 2 for shooting. Rockets bench had 3 points, 1 for 11. Hey, he his daddy child. What's Pooh starts to say? Your daddy a killer, but you just like Bronny James. It was a motherfucking lie, fool. He would kill it, obviously. Like I said, young Bronny, nice 3-point shot, smooth. You hear me? That was, hey, look, the young boy showing out. I can't hate on him. I love to see it. I love to see it. Him and his daddy scored 10 straight points for the Lakers, starting with their three. And you got this Bron possession on defense, a block. Here go the father son first ever layup in playoff history. You know what I'm saying? Incredible to see. Lakers turned up their game. But we gonna get into it because it almost was over. Like I said, Bron still doing incredible things, 10 straight points. Um, it was almost over. The Rockets were up, but Jabari Smith gets the ball, tries to throw it ahead. Marcus Smart did not give up on the play, saved it. Jashawn Tate fouls Marcus Smart on a 3-point opportunity, and Bron gets a steal, passes it out, and 3-point dagger to tie that game. Going to overtime, and it was still a battle. Look at them. Bron hustling for the ball, trying to get the possession, saves it, still, and they're struggling, wrestling for the ball, wrestling just to clutch the win. Clutch performance from the Lakers overall to take the 3-0 series lead over the Rockets. And that's what I had to show y'all. Peace.